NK Telco Sports welcomes you to coverage of high school basketball where the Parkway Panthers take on the Minster Wildcats. Tonight's game is brought to you by First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Borchers Family Floor Store, and NK Telco. Again, welcome to Minster Middle School. My name is Greg Burning. My partner tonight, Dave Kanapke. Dave, we welcome in the visitors from Parkway tonight, coming in at 6-2 on the season.
Yeah, Parkway 6-2, won 4 in a row. They're defending MAC champs. Lost a lot to graduation. Player of the Year, Gabriel Stober, was one of them, and wasn't expected to do good. They're doing real well. Coach Williamson said they've had some injuries they've had to overcome, but they're getting better balanced scoring. Defense has been outstanding. Paige Williamson's been their star, 5'8" senior, leads the MAC in three-point shooting at 27 threes on the season, averages 14 points. She's a nice player that they run their whole offense around. It's a real key for the Panthers.
Then on the other side of the court, the home team, the Minster Wildcats, had a nice start to their season so far, 6-3, coming off a tough battle against a pretty decent team, the Fort Laramie Redskins.
Yeah, they were playing pretty good ball before Christmas. They gave Laramie a pretty good game, and then they knocked off two other good teams, Jackson Center and Anna, before Christmas. They haven't played since Christmas. It's been 12 days ago. They're a solid team. They're working through some injuries. Lily Barhorse hasn't played. Sadie Niemeyer broke her wrist recently, but a really balanced scoring attack. They have three players, Mesher, Inskeep, and Larger, all average 8 points a game.
Should be a good matchup here from Minster. We'll take a short break, come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our four-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Welcome back to Minster as we get set here for starting lineups. First for the Panthers in Parkway, number 5'5" sophomore guard, Brittany Bruns. Forward position, 5'5" senior, number 14, Audrey Nichols. Number 22, a 5'7" junior, Adria Miller. Playing guard, a 5'7" senior, number 31, Paige Williamson. And rounding out the top five for the Panthers, a 5'10" freshman, number 32, Megan Hughes. The Panthers coached by Dan Williamson. And they come in with a 6-2 record on the year. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Minster Wildcats. Starting for the Wildcats. "5'7" sophomore guard, number 4, Annie Hemmelgarn. 5'10" junior forward, number 11, Addie Inskeep. Forward, 5'10" senior, number 12, Lydia Mesher. At forward, a 5'8" senior, number 22, Anna Larger. And rounding out the top five for the Wildcats, 5'11" forward senior, number 24, Kayla Lamb. The Wildcats coached by Mike Wiss. They come in, as Dave mentioned, with a 6-3 record. As we get set to start things off tonight, let's talk about our Keyhole Pizza keys to the game.
First for Parkway, Coach Dan Williamson, his three keys. You want it to handle the pressure that Minster will give them in both the full court and half court. Wants to be patient on the offense, work for good shots, and box out, limit Minster to one shot. For Minster, Coach Mike Wiss, He had 3 keys. Said they must play defense against Parkway's dribble drive. They must rebound. And then he also had attack and transition, and he had attack and uppercase. So they're going to want to push the tempo for the Wildcats. Those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Thanks, Dave. As we get started here, about to do the opening tip here. Hughes going against Lamb for Minster. Hughes will win that battle. As I mentioned, she's just a freshman for Parkway. This is Williamson bringing it up against the Minster pressure. Hughes guarded by Mesher. Ball slapped away. It's still slapped away. Finally thought it was going to be recovered there, and I believe we're going to get a foul against Williamson.
A little careless with the basketball there. Foul was actually on Hughes.
Hughes, thank you.
Dribbled into some trouble.
I thought she was going to get away with it. She has quite a reach and lost the handle a couple different times in that possession. So Minster takes over, looking to start the offense and sneaking inside with the scores. Anna Larger.
Nice ball movement quickly. Larger found a nice opening for the basket.
Bruns works it across for Parkway, number 5. Picked up by Hemmelgarden. Sheds her for a minute. Kicks it back out top to Nichols. Hughes back to Bruns. Pump fakes the 3. Minster going to play a lot of man-to-man defense. Nice move in the lane by Hughes. High off the glass and in.
Nice reverse pivot there for the freshman.
Parkway also starting out in a man-to-man defense. Here's Larger, picked up by Williamson. Cross court to Lamb. Handed back out top to Inskeep. Hemmelgarden tried to reverse it to get it a matchup inside to Mesher, but defense rotated nicely there for Parkway. Lamb will hand it back off to Hemmelgarden back out top. Hemmelgarden opening just above the foul line. Shot no good. Inskeep there with the glass. Up and in.
Nice spot there. Inskeep right place at the right time.
4-2. Quick steal picked off by Hemmelgarden. As you see Bruns kind of lean down, looked like she might have tweaked her ankle. Not sure what's going on there, but Minster with the quick bucket. Parkway having a hard time getting it in, and another steal. That'll be Larger with the bucket and the foul.
Having a hard time with this full court pressure and not able to get anybody free. Larger is second in the MAC in steals. Comes up with another one. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
And not a good look there for the Panthers as you see Brittany Bruns. Looks like grimacing in some pain. I'm guessing at the ankle. She has a couple ankle braces on and so you're kind of reaching for it. That's a big blow to their point guard situation.
You don't want to lose one of your best guards when you're having trouble with the press already.
Minster on top here, 8-2. Quickly gets 2 quickies off of their pressure that Dave mentioned. Hughes trying to take away some of that ball pressure, dumps it off to Williamson. They get it across half court. Deflected in the Minster defense and stolen. Wildcats again with another deflection and a steal. Inskeep takes it hard to the bucket and draws the foul.
Inskeep, I think a little bit got bailed out. I think if Nichols wasn't there,
I thought
think
she was
would have
going to travel. That's what I thought as well. Although this day in the game, I don't know that call gets called near as much.
Yeah.
As Inskeep's able to knock down the first free throw. That foul was against Nichols for the Panthers.
Inskeep leads the MAC with field goal percentage of 54%. She makes 1 of 2.
And the Panthers quickly with 3 fouls. And with the new rules here at the quarter level, we'll call it, team gets to 5 in the quarter. The other team gets 2 free throws every time there's an additional foul. So something to keep your eyes on here early. There's 5.5 minutes left to go here in the first quarter as Minster throws the ball away off the rebound.
Nice drive there by Williamson. Had an opportunity. It seems like most of the offense goes through Williamson and Hughes. So inbounded to Paige Williamson.
Definitely doing a lot of their ball handling, as you mentioned, Williamson and Hughes. This is Nichols, picked up by Inskeep. Back to Hughes. Schloenben, who, again, that call not called. There was a definite travel there off of the catch and release, and a very difficult shot dropped in by Hughes.
She shot that mostly left-handed.
Yeah.
Looked like she was just throwing it up, but went in.
9-4 Minster on our First National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats back on offense. Hemmelgarden looking for an opening, swings it back out top. Gets it over to Lamb. Lamb with a nice baseline drive, goes hard to the buck, can't get it to go. Everything there but the finish. Hughes comes away with it for Parkway. Heavy traffic, Hughes kicks it out top. Quick trigger, Williamson in and out. Lamb there for the rebound for Minster. Quickly the other way. Tough pass right over the defense. Mesher with the catch and finish. Excellent pass ahead. I think that was from Kayla Lamb, right on the money.
Yeah, that was perfect. Lamb leads the team in assists, and that was, you couldn't drop it in any better than that one.
Parkway back on the attack here on the offensive side. Loses it for a second. Hughes there to pick it up. She loses it. Ball loose on the floor again. And that is going to be a tie-up, I would say. Yes, it is. And the alternate possession goes Minster's direction.
Ava Stallman checking back in the lineup. Also, Aubriana Whipker, two girls that split time between JV. They provide some quality minutes on the varsity for Coach Wiss.
Yeah, Webker had a really nice night in the JV game tonight. Ended up with 13 points along with her teammate Reese Albers as they took the JV game.
Whipker does a nice job on varsity. She averages 4 points off the bench. That's a good number off the bench.
Larger driving down the lane in some traffic. Able to get it out top to Webker. Swings it back out top to Larger. And now over to Hemmelgarden. 11-4 on our First National Bank scoreboard. 3:15 left to go here in the first quarter from Minster. This is Webker patiently waiting out top. Swings it to Larger. Thought about the three. Good ball fake. Goes right at the defense. Hughes walls up and blocks the shot. Webker looking for a crease in the defense. Skips it back out top. Far side to Larger. Back out top. Webker will let it fly from three and knocks it down.
Like on cue, she does a nice job when she comes in. She usually hits a shot like that one.
Williamson pushes the other way for Parkway. Trigger on the baseline shot. Jumper knocked down by number 22, Adria Miller, for the Panthers. 14-6 Minster.
That was a nice pass by Williamson.
Pace of this game definitely picked up in the last couple possessions. Larger will swing it back out top. A lot of that, I think, created by Minster's full court pressure. Webker thought about another three. Defense recovers quickly for Parkway. Here's Larger back over to Webker. There's been a lot of perimeter action for both of these teams. There's a good entry pass into Inskeep. It's tipped away on the floor. Minster recovers, gets it back out top to Hemmelgarden. Hemmelgarden, a couple nifty moves down the lane. Good kick out. Larger for three. No good. Rebound battle for Stallman. Nice feed to Larger on the cut to the bucket and the finish. And that is going to lead to a 30-second Minster timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. The Wildcats 16, the Parkway Panthers 6. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Minster. Minute 43 left to go here in our first quarter. Wildcats open up a 16-6 lead.
Yeah, some very good defense being played. They're very patient, unselfish on offense.
It looks like the Wildcats going to take a tough foul there. Played some pretty good defense. That's going to go against number 11, Addie Inskeep, her first. That'll be the first Minster foul.
Minster is always very fundamentally good on defense.
Good news, Brittany Bruns, number 5, is back on the court for Parkway. I'd like to see anybody go down with any injuries. It's part of the game, of course, but good look inside there by Schloenben. It gets kicked away, and we'll keep it with Parkway.
Callie Schmeezing in the game, number 3 for Minster. That's another quick guard that Coach Wiss has that'll is very good on the defense, pressure defense.
Here's Hughes, guarded out top by Inskeep. She is not shy about getting to the bucket. Shot off the mark, battled for and pulled away by Hemmelgarn for Minster. Pushing it ahead, gets it to Webker. And back to Hemmelgarn out top. I don't know if that light went off above the court. It did. I was going to say, I saw the lights go down. It looks like somebody caught it. And a 3 ball on the opposite side by the aforementioned Callie Schmeezing. Right on cue, hits a big 3 for the Wildcats.
She's shooting over 40% on her threes this year.
And just a freshman, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
A 5'5" freshman. You're slowing Ben down the lane for Parkway. Kicks it out. Bruns thought about the 3. Pulls it at the foul line jumper instead. Shot no good. Rebound, Webker. Minster quickly ahead the other way. Here's Inskeep looking for a cutter down the lane. Webker lines up at the 3-point line. In and out. Big rebound there. Pulled down by number 10, Smith. For Parkway, it was tied up by Minster, so a jump ball leaves it with Parkway. Several substitutions by Minster. Coach Wiss always liking to keep his bodies fresh. Larger checks back in along with Mesher. Staying on the court is number 3, Schmeezing, and also number 24, Lamb, and 20, Webker. For Parkway, you have number 5, Bruns, number 31, Williamson, who launches a deep 3 and hits nothing but the bottom. And that is the end of the first quarter. Minster Wildcats 19, Parkway Panthers 9. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports. Start of the second quarter here from Minster. Wildcats with a 19-9 lead and start the second quarter with the first possession.
Yeah, that was a very good quarter of basketball. They shot good, 8 of 13, caused a lot of turnovers, passed the ball well, worked it around us. 6 different girls scored. Probably one of the better quarters of the season for the Wildcats.
Webker lines up a 3. Her shot no good. Rebound tipped back out to Schmeezing, misses the 3. And Minster able to track it down again to get one more opportunity here. So third possession now, if you will, for Minster to start this second quarter. Webker getting a ball screen from Mesher. Good look inside, Larger all by herself. She is super active for this Minster Wildcat team, she being number 22, Anna Larger.
She leads the team with 8 points tonight.
Just seems to really track the ball well.
She is a great defender. She's defending Williamson very long. Her arms, steals the ball a lot, does a lot of everything well, and her offense has picked up this year.
That one tossed over the top, and the speedy Schmeezing will beat everybody to the ball. Left hand off the glass and in. Dave, you mentioned her quickness before. It was on display there. Good defense, and it converts right to a bucket.
Not many girls can run full speed like that and stop and make that layup like she did. And part of that quickness you see, usually year in, year out, Minster always got quick guards. And with Hemmelgarn and Schmeezing, they have them again this year.
Webker will check out for the Wildcats. Replacing her, I believe, was Inskeep. So Minster has Schmeezing, Lamb, Inskeep, Mesher, and Larger on the court for the Parkway Panthers with the ball now. 31 Williamson launches another 3 off the back iron, no good. All on the court with her is number 14 Nichols, number 5 Bruns, number 10 Smith. And there's a shot in the lane by Lamb. And number 22, Miller. And checking in for the Panthers, number 3, Frankie Steinbrenner. And coming in for Minster, number 4, Hemmelgarn. 23-9 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Wildcats on top. They've had a very nice start to the ball game and continue here in the second quarter.
They have definitely kept up the pressure defensively all game so far.
There's Steinbrenner with the ball, kicks it out to Bruns. Bruns trying to work her way into the paint. Feeds it back out to Williamson. Good defense by Larger, tips it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers.
Yeah, good man-to-man defense, very fundamental, both girls. They're really stopping any penetration. That was one of the keys for Coach Wiss, is to stop any dribble drive of Parkway, and they haven't had much at all so far.
Here is Williamson looking for an opening. Man, she has a quick trigger. A good defense again there by Larger. Bruns able to get a second opportunity for the Panthers. A little left-handed runner in the lane. Her shot no good. Ball tipped around and rebounded by Hemmelgarn, who quickly pushes it ahead to Lamb. Little spin move in the lane. Might have took a bonus step. Official agrees with me. Travel called against Minster.
The NBA, that's called a layup. So.
That's a Euro spin in the NBA. Bruns pushes it back across for Parkway. She's been busy tonight. A lot of pressure provided by Minster. Little opening there for Williamson. She'll let it go. No good. Rebound, Hemmelgarden. Again, pushes it ahead. This time to Mesher. Good inside pass to Inskeep. Back to Mesher for the 3. Shot off the mark. Williamson there with the rebound for Parkway. 4:45 left to go here in our first half. Good deflection there by Larger. Looked like a clean block, I thought, but apparently the official, he was right there. So foul called against Larger, her second.
Looks like that's second foul. Schmeezy's at the scorer's bench, but Paige Williamson leads the team with 14.1. That's third in the MAC. She makes her first free throw.
Checking back in for the Panthers, number 32, Hughes, and also number 13, Scholeben. Second one by Williamson, good as well. Looks like Parkway's dropping into a zone. Trying to trap out top. Hemmelgarden swings it over, and nice inside seal by Inskeep for the easy 2. Great ball movement by Minster.
Great ball movement, like you said. She sealed it, and Lamb passed it to the perfect spot for an easy basket for Inskeep.
26-10 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Schloenman with the shot, no good. Inskeep, great outlet all by herself. Ahead of the pack is Lydia Mesher. Can't get it to go. Tough break there for Mesher. Had that one all the way, just couldn't finish. Everything contested here so far by Minster. Far side, Williamson open for 3 and hits. You hear Coach Wiss calling it out. Saw it coming. His teammate Keene could not get there to stop Williamson's 3.
She's a shooter. She misses, you keep shooting, because she's got it, like you said, very quick release and a nice rotation. Everything. It's going to go in. It's just a matter of time.
25-14 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Minster on top. Cross-court pass to Lamb in the lane. She's going to get the body contact and a foul there. That's going to go against Hughes, and that's 2 quick fouls on Hughes.
So it looks like Audrey Nichols coming in the game will probably replace Hughes, and she does, as she leaves with 2 fouls.
Pass out top, deflected by Miller. Can't hang on to it. Good defensive pressure. It'll stay with Minster.
Turnover for a turnover there is almost a nice steal. Just couldn't hold on to it. And the ball has not bounced Parkway's way tonight.
That's why I call it home court advantage.
Yeah, well, a lot of it has to do with the defense that Minster's playing.
Very true. Stallman with the 15-footer. It's no good. Hustling to try to save it with Smeezing. They saved it right to the Panthers. Williamson now picked up by Himmelgarten will walk it across. Larger with 2 fouls is on the bench for the Wildcats. Nichols far side to Miller. Back out top to Schloeman. Lost it for a second. This is Steinbrunner. Finds a crease down the lane. Shot blocked by Inskeep. And off the deflection, it'll go back to Minster.
Again, good defensive possession for Minster. Forced him into take a tough shot. Inskeep with a block.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in the first half. Minster on top, 25-14. Little handoff. Dribble drive out top by Minster. Himmelgarten goes the opposite of the screen. Shot no good. Steinbrunner there for the board for Parkway. Williamson eyeing up her shot, spins in the lane, and throws that one out of bounds. So some good Minster defense again, frustrating Parkway a little bit on that possession.
7th turnover against Parkway. Williamson has 8 of the 14 points. She's not getting a lot of help. I know Coach Williamson said, felt like as the season goes on, he's been getting better balanced scoring, but that's not the case tonight.
2 minutes left to go in the half. Smeezing eyes the 3 ball, lets it go, no good. Lamb flies in for the board, can't get it to go. Lamb able to recover her own shot, gets a rebound. Minster will get another opportunity. Smeezing thought about the 3, instead kicks it back out to Stallman. Himmelgarten back out top to Lamb. Cross court pass. Smeezing. Stallman steps in inside the lane, kicks it back to Inskeep. 1:15, that one snapped off almost over Smeezing's head. Nice recovery, good cut down the lane by Stallman. Can't get the shot to go. Good defensive possession there by Parkway as they hang on to get the stop and the rebound.
Yeah, Parkway definitely made Minster work for a long time. Minster is patient. They had a lot of movement on offense. They're fun to watch. They cut very well.
Williamson steps into a 3 and hits.
There's a reason she leads the MAC in threes with that kind of a shot. She's got 3 tonight.
Quick screen and she let it fly. Here's Stallman trying to answer. 40 seconds left to go. That ball just grazing over Schloenben's reach. Lamb with the jump shot off the glass and in. Big answer for Minster, leading back to 10.
First 2 points for Kayla Lamb. It's already the 7th different player to score for Minster.
20 seconds left to go here in our first half. Ball tipped out top to Miller, looking for some openings. Steinbrunner tosses it far side. It's picked off by Smeezing. She was sitting back waiting on that one. Gets it ahead to Inskeep. Ball fake, up with it, and in. 5 seconds left to go in the quarter. And that one deflected off of Himmelgarten. It'll stay with Parkway now with just 3 seconds before the end of the first half.
There's a nice last basket there. Smeezing with the steal and nice bounce pass, and Inskeep with the fake and the basket.
Triggers it in to Williamson. 2 seconds. Crossover, chucks it at the buzzer. It's off the mark, and that will do it for our first half. The Minster Wildcats 29. The Parkway Panthers 17. We'll take a short break and be back with our first half wrap-up and the second half. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
I'd say so, at least.
Welcome back to Minster as we're here at halftime, and here with our first half recap, Mr. Dave Kanapke.
Thanks, Greg. First for the Wildcats. Played a very good half. 7 different players have scored, led by Addie Inskeep. Anna Larger with 8. Addie Inskeep with 7. Callie Schmeezing with 5. And then you had 3 different players with, you had Aubriana Whipker with 3, and then you had Hemmelgarn, Mesher, and Lamb all with 2 points apiece. Shot very good from the field, 13 of 28, 11 of 21 on twos, 2 of 7 on their three-pointers. For Parkway, they were led by Paige Williamson. She's had 11 of their 17 points. Megan Hughes had 2 baskets early for 4 points. Adria Miller with 2 points. Not shooting as well, 6 of 17, 3 of 9 inside the arc, 3 of 8 outside the arc. Most of those are by Williamson. Big difference is turnovers. There were only 2 for Minster, 8 for Parkway. And a lot of those turnovers were live ball turnovers turned into points. The boards are being dominated by Minster, 16 to 11 on the rebounding. But of those 16, 7 offensive rebounds for Minster. So a very good half of basketball for the Wildcats.
Yeah, definitely got a couple big buckets late. Parkway was starting to make a little bit of a push. I believe it was an 8-point game. Minster got, as you mentioned, some live ball steals and converted them into buckets. So, before we get started with the second half, I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game: Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Butts Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Also like to mention that our player of the game sponsor that Dave and I will mention or will pick at the end of the game is NK Telco.
3 keys for Minster coming in the game was to play defense against Parkway's dribble drive, check. Rebound, check. Attack and transition. They have done all 3 of those keys to perfection.
And they start here the second half with the ball. As they swing it around, looks like Parkway has dropped into a zone. This is Inskeep skipping it across the Larger. Hemmelgarden. Back out the Larger. Wildcats very patient. Swinging around. This is Mesher. Lamb, quick pass inside to Inskeep. Swinging around the perimeter. Hemmelgarden back out top to Mesher.
Parkway's had some possessions. They've made Minster work on offense like this mode. Minster's doing a nice job of being patient, not trying to force something that's not there.
Not a lot of activity inside. It's all been around the perimeter here so far in this possession. There to get a quick one into Inskeep. Larger with the runner. Shot no good. Rebound Miller for Parkway.
Good defense there by Parkway. See if they can turn it into points.
This one kicked out to Nichols. Bruns trying to get Williamson off of a screen. Larger right there with her.
Larger missed the late part of that first half with foul trouble. That's when Williamson hit some of her threes.
And works the runner down in the lane. Shot no good. Good defense, Larger, and she picks up the rebound. Skips it ahead to an outlet to Mesher, who gets the runner and the score.
Great transition basketball. They really pushed it right away and got an easy layup there.
31-17 on our first National Bank scoreboard. Minster on top. That ball deflected off of Minster. It'll stay with Parkway.
Parkway had Hughes score early in it, but she really hasn't had it much since that time.
Yeah, she picked up her second foul, sorry.
Yeah, as tall as she is, she doesn't really play underneath the basket.
Miller driving down in the lane, draws the foul.
Look at the averages on the team for Parkway. Williamson at 14, Hughes at 8, and then it drops down to Miller at And Shane Leben at 5 a game, so it's pretty top-heavy with Williamson.
Free throw by Miller is good. That last foul was against Kayla Lamb of Minster. That was her first. Miller lines up the second one and knocks the both of them down. Parkway still hanging around, 31-19. They switch back to man here in this possession. Mesher works down against Miller. Inskeep. Looking for a little pin down to Inskeep inside. Kicks it back out to Mesher. Keep working it around the perimeter. Again, Inskeep trying to work her way around the paint. Hemmelgarden swings it over to Mesher. Good pass entry in there to Inskeep. Runner off the glass, no good. Rebound Miller. Solid defense again there by Parkway. Inskeep got a good look inside, but couldn't quite get it to go.
Yeah, 2 times that they made him play half-court offense, they've had really good possession. See if they can convert to another points here.
Williamson against heavy defense, able to get that shot to go.
Well, she can shoot the threes earlier, but that's a tough shot, and they get a turnover.
Yeah, and the crazy part is, she's shooting. Like she's, she's working herself into that position. Shot's going to go up, and then she still hits it.
Last year she was like the third option with Allison Hughes and Gabrielle Stober, but this year she's definitely in 1A and 1B.
Pass stolen there by Minster from Hughes. Hemmelgarden takes the contact and draws the foul.
Hemmelgarden only 2 points tonight, but she's done a nice job of running the point.
Yeah, she does a nice job defensively as well.
Yeah, was coming off the bench, and Niemeyer had a wrist injury 2 games ago. She stepped into the starting lineup, and they haven't really missed a beat.
First free throw good by Hemmelgarden. Minster lead back at 11.
Just a sophomore on this team, only 3 seniors on this team.
Hemmelgarden able to knock down the pair, which also allows Minster to set up their full court press. Brunn skips it across the top. Hughes up ahead to Miller. Miller tried a cross-court pass through traffic. And getting on the floor to get the timeout was Parkway. So Parkway will get a quick timeout. And we will take a quick break as well. It's Minster 31, Minster 33, Parkway 21. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
4:20 left to go here in the third quarter. Minster on top 33-21. Parkway with the ball. It's only been about a 10 to 12 point lead. I don't believe Parkway's had it under 8 since the early going. Every time they've gotten close, Minster's been able to extend. Hughes looked like she took multiple steps in the lane there. No call. Bruns back out to Williamson, contested by Larger. Williamson trying to create some space. Takes a step back, gets a push. I was going to say that was a pretty obvious arm extension, and Williamson called for the offensive foul.
That's something you see the refs call a lot more if the offensive player pushes away with their elbow. Where years ago, you had to take a charge to do that. That was definitely a good call. She just tried to make space.
So Parkway will drop back into the zone. Here's Hemmelgarden, swings it over to Lamb. Cross-court pass tipped away by Miller, and it's going to stay with Minster.
Nice catch here by Coach Bliss. He's right on the balls of his feet there. So
good position to receive a pass.
Yeah.
I don't think he was ready to shoot, though.
He had something to say right away what he wanted him to do this time. No, he's not a catch and shoot type of guy, I guess.
Minster back on the attack. 2-3 zone provided by Parkway. Good pass. Inskeep back out to Hemmelgarden. I feel like this group that Coach hasn't subbed much so far with here in this third quarter. And a lot of his substitutions have a little bit of a quicker trigger. Like they'd be good to have in against this zone. Some of his guards that we mentioned in the first half. There's a great entry into Larger. It's probably why he didn't do it. He didn't want a quick three. He wanted to get it inside. Good finish.
They have the type of offense. They don't have that one true scorer that you can they're going to create their shots. They have to get their shots from their offense. And now they switched to a 1-3-1. They did this against Fort Laramie and drove them fits. They went to this for years. Minster always played man defense. About 3 years ago, they went to a 1-3-1. They put Lamb on top. They always have a tall, quick somebody on top. You put a quick guard on the bottom. It's a zone people don't know a whole lot unless you got a shooter like Williamson.
You can't lose that one in the top of the zone. Williamson buries the three, and Parkway again creeps back to within 11, 35-24.
She's at 16. She's keeping them in the game. Minster hasn't quite delivered the knockout blow to Parkway.
I wish they'd just leave her open for a few possessions and see if she keeps making them, because, man, when she has any kind of crease at all, it is lights out. Inskeep shot rolls off the rim. Rebound Miller. Tough pass ahead. Good catch to Hughes, and the finish. Nice look there by Adria Miller. Catches Minster sleeping a little bit, and Hughes, the freshman, with the finish.
Yeah, nice athletic catch there by Hughes. Parkway's built a little bit of momentum here. They really came out on defense, played really well, and I think it's kind of fueled their offense. They've slowed down the Minster defense. They haven't turned it over, and the lead is at 9. It's the closest it's been since probably halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, as I said before, it wasn't under single digits for sure. It was 10-12 most of the second and third quarter, as that free throw made by Hughes gets it to 8. 2 minutes to go here in the third. Minster on top, 35-27 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Mesher thought about the three, still thinking about it. Kicks it over Larger. She'll step into a three and bury it. And that has pretty much been the course of the game here. Parkway's made a nice run. Minster has kept answering. A big three there from Larger.
Yeah, that's a big basket there.
So Minster goes back to man. Hughes trying to find some space inside, kicks it back out, gives a screen to Nichols. She's going to let that one fly, and hits.
She's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Boy, she got off the screen. She didn't have a lot of opening, a lot of space, and see that screen, she knew what she was going to do with it, and why not?
38-30. Minster on top. Checking into the ball game in that last possession for the Wildcats was number 3, Smeezing. As Parkway stays in that 2-3 zone. Smeezing almost looked like she was going to pick that one up. Keeps the possession going. Swings it out one to the corner to a cutting Stallman, who also checked in, and that one will go out of bounds, turnover back to Parkway.
Yeah, that defense is very good, and Minster doesn't have the explosive offense that they're going to just blow you out. Parkway's hanging around, playing solid defense. Williamson's getting hot. Could have a ball game yet.
Tough pass up ahead. Good Minster defense gets the turnover. Webker, number 20, checked in the last possession, gets it to Stallman. Swings it back over to Smeezing. Webker. 40 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Been very entertaining. Cross-court pass to Larger. She hit a three a few minutes ago for Minster. Swing it around. Webker thought about the three. Ball deflected. Still loose on the floor. Webker comes out of the pile with it. Nice skip pass over to Inskeep. Ball fake, shot goes up, no good. Rebound, Shane Levin for Parkway. Takes it the distance, off the glass and in. Good left-handed finish by Shane Levin. 8 seconds left to go. Parkway down just 6. Smeezing gets it over to Webker. 3-2. She throws it up just shy of the quarter end, and that will be the buzzer. 3 quarters in the book. Minster Wildcats 38. Parkway Panthers 32. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Are
you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to Minster Middle School. Just about to start the fourth quarter. The third quarter was excellent for Parkway, at least, as they made a big run to cut the lead to 6.
Yeah, they had 17 points at halftime. They scored 15 points in that quarter long. 5 of 6 shooting, 3 of 3 from the foul line, and great defense is what's got them back in this game.
Williamson been running the point most of the night for Parkway. Picks her dribble up there, one of the few times she's done that. Gets it over to Shane Leben. She's working down in the lane against a smaller Schmeezing and uses that to her advantage. Draws the foul, driving to the bucket.
Shane Leben's giving a little bit of offense. She's not a nice drive. She looks to be left-handed.
Yeah.
She had a basket before, and strong girl, and she's back on the line to shoot 2.
Inskeep picks up her second foul, and you hit it on the head there, Dave. She was pretty quiet through the first couple of quarters, and then has been a lot more aggressive on the offensive side for sure here in the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, she averages 5 points off the bench, which is a good amount off the bench, and
rattles the second free throw in. 38-33 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Minster on top. Almost turnover there, which not sure if that was deflected, and I believe they're going to say it was off of Minster.
Yeah, I think the Parkway girl got her hand on it just enough to throw off Inskeep, and it went off. Minster seems a little rattled on offense. See what Parkway does here.
Williamson loses the handle, able to get on it, and Coach Williamson quickly sees it and calls a timeout. So we'll take a quick break as well. You're 38 Minster, 33 Parkway. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
7:24 left to go in our ball game. 38-33 Minster. Parkway with the ball.
All the momentum with the black and gold of Parkways. Coach Williamson takes a timeout, or his daughter Paige with the ball.
There's a little handoff going there with Shane Lemon. We mentioned she's a little more aggressive here in the second half. Shot off the glass, no good. Good rebound, Stallman for Minster. Good defensive stop. Minster needed that to try to regain some offensive flow. As you mentioned, they've really slowed down here a lot in this third quarter.
Yeah, they
scored
scored 9 points in the third quarter. It's not terrible, but they seem a little impatient. Part of that's caused by Parkway's defense. They're not able to get the easy shots that they were getting the first half.
Right.
And the other thing, they're not getting the easy buckets off turnovers either.
Yeah, I think a lot of that's their change in offense as far as Parkway pretty much went conclusively to Williamson handling the ball, and that seemed to really control a lot of that pressure. Ball loose on the floor. Looks like you're going to get a reach in there on Hughes, number 32 for Parkway, so that'll be her third foul.
Well, if you left at halftime thinking Minster had this in the bag, and then you walk in, it's like this is a different game. And credit Parkway. They've come out with intensity. And they weren't just going to – they didn't go through the motions coming out of the locker room. They came back with purpose.
It's a whole different energy.
Yes. Yes, that's a good word.
So Minster with the ball. Parkway switched back to a man-to-man. Nice crossover by Stallman. Swings it over to Mesher. Inskeep. Stallman again. Elbow shot. Passes on it. Inskeep will let it fly from 15 and hit.
There's a big bucket there. They went to one of their veteran players, and Inskeep. She knocks it down from the elbow.
Williamson being triple teamed, weaves through it all. Runner off the glass and hits. I think the only defensive player that didn't guard in that possession was Larger. She wasn't up by the basket.
Man, already with 21.
So Minster still with a 5-point edge, 5.5 to go. And reaching in for the foul there is Shane Leben.
Well, Williamson's got to have some. He's definitely in contention for Player of the Year of the MAC. There's 3 girls that average at the top, right at 14. Her, Ava Unross from Marion, and Chloe Homan. They're all good players, but boy, what Williamson has done tonight, she's pretty impressive. So I've seen Chloe Homan's just a rebounding machine on top of her scoring as well.
Good look inside to Inskeep. Can't get the runner to go. Hughes there for the board for Parkway. So Parkway with a chance to cut into that 5-point lead, which would be a lot closer than they've been in a long time. Brittany Brunch checked back in the game for the Panthers, number 5. Hughes down the lane with the tough runner. Can't get it to go. Tipped out of bounds off of Parkway. So Minster with a good stop gets the possession.
Yeah, much needed possession there. You don't want to get it that Parkway could be within a possession. Now they have a little bit of a three-quarter press here.
Inskeep, Hollandford underneath the bucket was wide open, but that's the point of the press, right? It gives you a little bit of opening for a moment. Parkway quickly recovers. It's man-to-man now in the half court. Larger drives into a wall there by Parkway. That's a tough break there. It looked like good defense as she ran into Smith, and Smith will be called number 10 for the foul.
I was curious what they're going to call there. It almost could have been a travel there.
Yeah.
There was some contact there, and the senior Anna Larger with 13 points tonight, looking for 2 more.
First free throw by Larger rattles out. Checking in the ball game is number 14 Nichols for Parkway. And also checking in for the Panthers is number 13 Shane Leben. Larger lines up the second free throw, and it's off the iron, no good as well. So opportunity there for Minster goes by the board. 2 free throws missed, and here is Williamson working against Larger. A little bit of an opening, kicks it out to Miller. Ball fake and is slapped out of bounds by Kayla Lamb. It'll stay with Parkway.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Wiss was too disappointed when Williamson kicked out that pass. That's the type of a night Williamson has had. You don't want her to shoot.
Shane Lemon works in the lane. Great move. Can't get it to fall. Big rebound. Inskeep up ahead the other way. Over to the Larger off the glass. Can't get it to go. Inskeep with a third try. Doesn't fall. And now the ball loose on the ground. And I believe we're going to have a Minster foul on the third opportunity. It's going to go against number 4, Hemmelgarden for Minster. Just the second team foul against Minster here in the fourth quarter.
Missed opportunity. That's something that they hadn't had in the first half. They haven't had an opportunity like that, and they usually would score, but could not get that score on a two-on-one fast break.
Williamson now starting a possession again for Parkway. Hands it off. It's been a lot of her and Shane Leben. Here is Hughes for 3 and hits a big 3. And Coach Williamson will immediately call a full timeout. We will take a quick break. It is Minster Wildcats 40, Parkway 38. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Minster. Just under 4 minutes to play, and we got a tight one here now. It's been Minster most of the night. They're hanging on to a 2-point lead.
Big second half as Parkway was down by 12 at halftime, now within 2.
So big possession here for Minster. Here's Hemmelgarden trying to get it inside to Mesher. She's got a nice seal. Minster not able to get it to her. They reverse it back to Hemmelgarden. Parkway back in there man-to-man. A lot of substitution here, I think, offense-defense. Bruns came back in on that last possession, as well as Nichols on the Parkway timeout. Good entry inside, and right on cue, there is Miller stepping in for the steal for Parkway.
Yeah, great defensive possession there for Parkway. Chance to tie with a 2 and go ahead with a 3.
Miller cuts inside to Bruns, kick out. Other side here is Hughes, who just made the last 3. Little Euro step inside, can't get it to go. And there with the tie up. So jump ball will give it back to Minster on the alternating possession.
Good defense there by Lydia Mesher as Hughes went to the basket. Looked like Mesher might have blocked it there. Anyhow, it was contested, and that would have tied it up.
There's Bruns on the floor with the tip away, and a great steal back by Larger, and a very alert Coach Wiss calling a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. I'd like to thank our sponsors again for tonight's game. That timeout sponsored by Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Buds Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM. I'd like to also thank our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, our Key to Game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza, as I mentioned, our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip, our mid and post-game stats sponsor, Grand Lake Health Systems, and our live view sponsor, Borcher's Family Floor Store.
Wheels are turning here. Coach Wiss trying to get his offense going. They have only scored 2 points in this quarter. Parkway want to keep that defensive intensity. And on the offensive side, Williamson has a shot for a few possessions. I put pretty big money she'll be shooting on this one.
She's taking a break. She has to be tired.
That right arm is tired.
So Minster with the possession. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Larger open for 3. Lets it fly. No good. Rebound. Brittany Bruns, one of the smallest girls on the court, gets up big for that rebound for Parkway.
I think it's a shot that Minster wanted there. A good look.
Hughes up top, gets a ball screen, hands it back off to Bruns. Bruns trying to get it inside. That's a lot of traffic for that. Nichols had it for a minute, still has it. No jump ball called as she fights away with it. And skying up for the rebound is Larger. And a little bit of contact there. I should say a little bit, some hard contact. And Larger went down pretty hard. Hopefully she's okay too. As her and Williamson got tangled. Innocent, aggressive play there. Both teams.
Yeah, a couple bad passes there for Parkway. The first one somehow they got lucky and got it out of there. But the second one was a terrible pass cross court. You can't do that against a team like Minster. As Larger leaves, they put in Callie Schmeezing.
Yeah, hopefully Larger's okay. She definitely took the brunt of that fall. Minster hanging on to a 2-point lead. Get it ahead to Inskeep off the glass. Can't get it to go. There's a lid up there for Minster. It rattles off. This one set into Hemmelgarden. She'll let it fly from 3 and knock it down. Big bucket there.
Clutch 3 there by the Southmore. It knocked off the lid for Minster.
She knocked off the lid. It had been on for a while. Here's Williamson, and she got a quick opening and lets it fly. No good. She was probably not ready to shoot. She's been a while, like you said. It takes a little bit to get that arm back to motion. So shot off the mark. A 5-point Minster lead with the ball. Minute 45 remaining. Parkway sets up the full court press. Here's Smeezing with the ball. Guarded by Bruns.
If you're Minster, you can be patient. The defense is tough. You don't need to force a shot.
Mesher drives into the paint. I believe she's going to draw a foul, and that will be foul number 5 for the Parkway Panthers. So that will send Mesher to the free throw line for 2.
It's a chance here to build that lead. And boy, that three-pointer that Hemmelgarden hit was huge. It gives a little bit of breathing room for Minster.
First free throw by Mesher is good as Shane Levin checks back in.
Messer can hit this, you make it a 3-possession game with about a minute and a half to go.
Second one is good as well, so Messer able to step in and knock down a couple free throws. A minute and a half to go. And a lot of uphill battle here a little bit for Parkway. They're going to need some quick buckets to get back into this one. Runner lane by Shane Lemon, no good. Gets her own rebound, and the lefty puts it up with her right hand off the glass and in. So timeout taken by Parkway. We'll take a quick break as well. Minster 45, Parkway 40. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Minster. 1:15 remaining in our ball game. Minster on top by 5 with the ball.
Yeah, if you're Parkway, you need a steal, almost to the point you almost need a quick foul.
So Minster gets it up to Hemmelgarn. She's almost triple teamed. Yes, she is triple teamed. And Minster will take a timeout. That was an odd.
Yeah, she's picked it up at a bad spot right at the corner there, and Coach Wiss had timeouts to take.
And it's a full one, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NK Telco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
1 minute, 10 seconds left to go in our ball game. Been an exciting one here at Minster. The Wildcats hanging on to a 5-point edge with the ball.
Yeah, if you're Minster now, you just want to keep the possession. You're almost in the layups only mode, and that will count as one.
Right on cue, good pass inside to Inskeep. She's able to finish.
Inskeep with a couple clutch baskets here in the fourth quarter.
Parkway trying to get an answer. Brunn steps into a three, no good. Shane Leben had the rebound for a second. And I was just going to say, it looked like she rolled over on the ball. The official was right on top of it. And Parkway in trouble here now. 45 seconds left to go. And Minster having the ball.
Yeah, Minster just playing keep away here. Don't turn it over.
Good job by Inskeep to run up to get the ball in, and then they pass it away. Brunn's able to get the steal for Parkway. Skip it across court to Hughes. Three is short. Rebound Hemmelgarn for Minster, who's weaving through some traffic. Luckily didn't get a collision there because she almost got a knee to the head. Thankfully, that didn't happen. As we'll walk to the other end where Hemmelgarn will shoot some free throws. That foul was on Bruns, her third.
Hemmelgarn hit that big three before, gave Minster some breathing room, and they really have kept that breathing room since then.
Free throw by Hemmelgarn is good.
Minster will probably hang on here and go to 7-3, but they've had to work for their wins. They've had a lot of close wins, and this was not an easy one at all.
Hemmelgarn's second one rattles out. Rebound Shane Leben for Parkway. 30 seconds to go. Minster with an 8-point lead. If there is somebody that could get you back by 8, it's that girl right there. Williamson jacks up a three, but I don't think she's even got enough mustard left in the tank to do that, but she's going to try. Swing it out top to Hughes. Driving down the lane, draws the foul, misses the shot. So the clock stopped at 12 seconds.
Yeah, Parkway's going to fall short here. barring a complete miracle. And nothing to be ashamed here. They, probably about the only thing you'd have to say is they fell too far behind. They fell too far behind, and where they're down by 12. If they had it closer, they probably would come out here with a victory. And this is a big game in the MAC. St. Henry's at 2-0. Marion and Versailles are at 2-1. And this will put Minster at 2-1. And next Thursday they play the league leader in St. Henry.
So second free throw off the mark. Mesher with the rebound will walk to the other end, and that foul will go against number 32 Hughes for Parkway, her fourth foul.
Minster has a couple more games before they play St. Henry on Thursday. They travel to Liberty Benton on Saturday. That'll be a tough one. Liberty Benton always good as Mesher hit 3 big foul shots here in the fourth quarter. And then they travel to Salina on Tuesday. So
second free throw by Mesher off the mark, 10 seconds remaining. Minster going to, as Dave said, sneak away with this one, as that one's forced big time by Williamson. Final 2 seconds, and that shot is no good. So final score here from Minster. The Wildcats 49, the Parkway Panthers 42. While Mr. Dave Knapke gets our stats together, I'd like to thank our sponsors one more time for tonight's action. First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Borchers Family Floor Store, NK Telco, Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hulsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Securecom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Scoring for the game went like this by quarter. Minster led after one, 19-9. Minster went into the locker room at halftime with a 29-17 lead. As Dave and I kind of mentioned through the broadcast, seemed like they were going to push their way through and kind of walk away with the game a little bit or extend their lead, and Parkway had nothing to do with that as they made a big run in the third quarter and cut the lead to 6 after 3 at 38-32. Parkway pushed it all the way down to a 3-point deficit at one point, and Minster able to extend on a couple big shots late in the game and finally pull out the win 49-42, but a very entertaining basketball game, to say the least, what you'd expect in an MAC battle. Both these teams really getting after it hard. Minster able to pull away with the victory and will push their record on the season under Coach Mike Wist to 7-3, while the Parkway Panthers under Coach Williamson will fall to 6-3. I'd like to remind everyone that if you're looking to find more games on NK Telco, you can check them out on the website at nktelco.com/sports. And you can also find more games streaming on YouTube. And here with our post-game wrap-up, Mr. Dave Knapke.
Thanks, Greg. First for the victorious Minster Wildcats. They had 7 different players score, led by Anna Larger with 13 points, Addie Inskeep with 11, Annie Hemmelgarden with 8, Hallie Schmeezing with 5 points off the bench, Lydia Mesher with 7, Aubriana Webker with 3, Kayla Lamb with 7. Pretty good shooting on the night for the Wildcats, 19 of 44 overall. Inside the arc, 15 of 33, 4 of 11 on their three-point attempts, 7 of 13 on the free throw line. For Parkway, as they fall to 6-3 overall, 1-2 in the MAC. They were led by Paige Williamson. Great game, had 21 points on. She had 5 3-pointers tonight. Megan Hughes with 10. Bryn Shane Levin with 5 off the bench. Adria Miller with 4. Shooting for Parkway, overall 14 of 35. 8 of 21 inside the arc, 6 of 14 outside the arc for Parkway. Other stats, turnovers, 12 turnovers for Parkway, 8 for Minster, or 9 for Minster. It really slowed down. Parkway had 8 at halftime. Really slowed down, only 4 in the second half. Rebounding in favor of Minster, they out-rebounded them 21-17. A lot of offensive rebounds, 10 of them for Minster. As we said throughout the broadcast, Minster played a very good game, built themselves enough of a buffer that when Parkway picked up the intensity defensively, and they picked up the defense, got it going, had it within, I think it was 50-48 or 40-38. It was 2.
You're right, it was 2.
One time they had the possession. I think I remember saying 2 to tie, 3 to go ahead.
Right.
And I think that was the only chance they had. Hemmergarn hit a big 3. Addie Inskeep with a couple big buckets in the fourth quarter, and the Wildcats win their 3rd in a row, snap a 4-game winning streak for Parkway.
Yeah, and it was just a really fun game to watch, right? Like at the beginning, Parkway just didn't look like they were going to get any kind of rhythm off of that Minster defense. Williamson obviously got things going with 21 points, shoots the ball very well. But like you said, Minster able to hang in there and run through their offensive sets, be patient, get a good look, hit some key buckets down the stretch to extend that lead and come away with the win.
Yeah, Parkway, good ball team there. Think about Williamson. They're also a very athletic team. Megan Hughes, just a freshman. You're going to hear a lot from her the next 3 years. And Shane Levin really had some big points go on. Minster did what they had to do, played a great first half and rode the fruits of that, and played solid defense. Got a little shaky at times, but it's rare you're going to play
for sure
perfect the whole game. You're going to have some walls in there, and you just have to work through those, take advantage of the when you have the momentum, and that's what they did. And 7-3, a lot of teams would be happy at 7-3 at this point.
So again, congratulations to Coach Mike Wist, the Minster Wildcats. They win 49-42. Before we call it a night, I'd like to congratulate our NK Telco player of the game tonight. That's going to go to number 11, Addie Inskeep of the Minster Wildcats.
Yeah, Addie with 11 points to match her uniform number. Had a lot of big baskets, had 2 big baskets in the fourth quarter. One of them, she had a big shot at the elbow. That was her first points in the quarter there. And then she had a layup there towards the end. It seemed like the offense, when they needed a big basket, she hit it. Or she also some good rebounds, all around good game. Congratulations, our player of the game, Addie Inskeep.
That's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, congratulations to Minster. Take the game 49-42. I'd like to thank my partner, Dave Kanapke. I'm Greg Burning. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.